Righty do. Whew. Crazy day, man. Yo, Rover. Howdy ho, Rover. Howdy ho. That's my big brother, man. That's my big G. Howdy ho, Rover. How you doing, man? So sorry. Crazy day. Crazy day today. Super crazy, honestly. How are your guys' day? I understand. That's, I think, adulthood at this point, right? That is adulthood. That's like the worst part about being adult is like you are so tired all the time. I hate it either. I hate it too. Weekend plan free? Nice. We'll find some time to chat. We'll find some time to chat, man. We need to chat. We need to do something. You know, an interesting thing though. I was thinking about like something special for 750 or 1K subs, like celebrating with a different stream. A very interesting one. So when I was at Costco, I saw this like 4D puzzle of let me show you. 4D puzzle Costco is so cool. So cool. There's for Pokemon, there is a bunch of other stuff that's going on. Where is it? 4D puzzle 4D. Not here. Something like this. 4D type puzzles like build Pokemon starters, set up 3. Oh, I'm not showing my face. Screen. Okay. Okay. Hopefully now you guys can see. This 4D puzzle, right? I don't know why this is 1-star review. Oh, like this. I don't know how this would be. I bought one, and I bought not this one, not this one. I got like a Mercedes. Yo, Ranch. Yo, we were talking about like a special for 750 or 1000 subs, right, on YouTube. So I bought one 4D puzzle. Yeah, $39.99. I was like, you know what? I have to gift myself something. This is the one I got. It's so cool, man. It's so cool. Why they're not showing proper photos? So it looks like this. Nah, man. Have to work a couple of hours to get that. But it looks really like it was something I can use as a showpiece. It's like once in a lifetime type of thing I wanted to get really bad. Your gift? Bro, come to Canada. So this is how it will look. Pretty cool in my opinion. Like, yeah, if I want to put it for the house, like, so cool. I just wanted to buy it so well. And also I had a gift card of $20. So somebody gave me a gift card. Like I won it through some competition. So I had a $20 gift card. So I just paid 20 for it. Yes, I won't take it. I want you, time with you, Rover. This weekend, I think Wrench wants to ask you a question. I want to ask you a question. So, like, your time is something I would love to ask as a gift. Not money, it's your time, man. That's more valuable. I want to learn from you, honestly. There's so many questions we all have for you. And this is what we'll build. Like, you know, once I'm done, like, once I'm actually, like, able to, what's this called? Complete 750 or 1000 subs whenever I'm back from India as well. We'll do it. Oh, GraphQL, that'd be cool. That's actually pretty cool. Bro, GraphQL, I'm very interested in that because that's like what I have worked a little bit, but not a lot. And I want to learn more on the GraphQL. That'll be nice. Sounds good. I would love to. I would love to like promote it too, man. It'll be nice. But you see this actually looks so cool. Like to have in the house, all just based on cardboard. I saw it, I was like, yo, this looks super sweet. I love F1 racing, so this is just, yeah. Just one of those toys, you know, when you become bigger. I wanted to, like, this is how I do it. This is how I do it. Thank you, man. Thank you so much. Come on, start the machine. Oh, probably need to log in again. Thank you so much though, bro. Like, I don't usually buy stuff for myself because I just don't like to spend money on anything. I'm just putting these things so I can keep going with my passion and just keep going, man. That, and like another thing I have in mind is this. So I like his videos, network chunk videos, and in one place, Studio Tour, he mentions,
if you're
yeah, it's growing pretty fast. I'm surprised too. Where did he mention? Stream Deck, video card case, drawing monitor here. This is the one he used. It's like pretty good. Like, these are very expensive, so I need to like save some time, save some money for it. It's pretty expensive. So I already, like, for 1000 subs, or like I have these things which I want to buy for myself as a reward for hard work. So Rover, you are not allowed because this is what I want to buy for myself. Not allowed. Just saying. Now this is just for myself because I'm just, this keeps me going. It helps me. It helps motivate myself. Like, this is how I am, and I would love to just, this is what I just want from you. I'm already telling you, I want your time. So on Sunday or Saturday, you tell me the time. We'll do our chai session. We'll have our private chat, and then we'll do a chai session, and we can play some Among Us together, all of us. Saturday, Sunday. I need to start my timer as well. Okay, so 10 minutes in our streaming, a couple of good interesting things we'll cover today though. Hope you guys are ready. Today we are going to cover 2021 OWASP top 10. Why 2021? This is the one given in the penetration tester 1. But it's still very important because a lot of these vulnerabilities, what are OWASP? Well, I will talk about that, but also the 10 vulnerabilities they are mentioning, they are still, a bunch of them are very valuable as a bug bounty hunter, as a security engineer, as a developer. You need to know. Oh, you were connected to your neighbor's Wi-Fi. Sick, bro. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome. Oh, you could not hear what I said. Oh, I see. No, I was just talking about, like, you know, I love F1 racing and stuff. So I bought this 4D thing for myself. I just love that. But yeah, that was the main thing. After at 750 or 1000 subscribers, we'll do a interesting session where I just make this puzzle together with you all. It'll be fun. But yeah, so couple of things actually. Like, so this, as I was talking about OWASP, I think a lot of people know here already. What OWASP is Open Web Application Security Project. OWASP. It's probably one of the biggest foundations, right? So here we see the name. Where it is? Donate blood today. That's pretty cool. Your gift. What do you want, bro? You did like completed your you were like top guy, top most like messages. Okay, you guys had the most. Like, I think I gave Rapid Hack the Box subscription. I have your one too. Whenever you like, I have I owe you one. But yeah, as I was saying, right, for everyone, right, let's focus, let's lock in, and Wrench, we'll talk about your gift, okay? However you like. If you want an Amazon gift card, done. If you want like something like subscription, done that. NASA satellite, I wish I could own myself, man. I wish I had that much money. You think this is Mr. Beast hacking channel? Like Mr. Beast play gaming, Mr. Beast this, and Mr. Beast hacking? No, this is censored hacker, not Mr. Beast hacker, man. Big difference, big difference. But yeah, okay, let's lock in, right? I have started the timer, so I want to complete a good amount of stuff because today is Saturday. Not a lot of people have their colleges. I want you guys to tag Sriram, ask him where he is in the Discord, ask Rabbit and everybody else. I can share. It's an Amazon gift card. I just have to like give you the code. It will work. It will work. Yeah, I have to get you an India one. I have to get an India one. This is how the jug looks, though. By the way, it's like 2 liters, 2.5 liters. Yeah, no, I know. I got you, bro. Don't worry. Whatever you like, I owe you one. $15 subscription, whatever you like. I got it. Yeah, try it. Let's lock in, okay? So let's talk quickly about what is OWASP. This is also very important for anyone who is in college, looking to get a job, right? And not in college or in college, looking for a job, looking for some real life experience, looking for some big names on their resume. This is one of the best places to look for. Why I say this, right? Because I have talked to certain people about this, because if you guys know, one of my jobs I work for is related to API, right? I do a lot of API related work on that. And I was looking at OWASP top 10 for APIs. And if you look at this project, right, 2023, I joined the company in 2022. So I had these people like who were making 2023 list mention that they're looking for volunteers. So if especially Wrench, you, Rover, you, right, you guys are looking for some like guidance, getting some big names in, getting some real life stuff. No, not internship. It's volunteer. This one is volunteer, right? The reason why I'm saying volunteer, because volunteer they will accept. And once you have OWASP on your name as a volunteer, hey, I did this. As a volunteer for Elon Musk, I helped him with like coding of the satellite. Code, print, console.log. Those things. No, you are not putting the code. You just mention Elon Musk. Same thing. Hey, I did OWASP. The keyword in your resume is OWASP. That will be shown. They will ask about it. Then you can say, yeah, I worked on the security and stuff. Yeah. Share link. Yeah. Let me just say, I think they actually mention projects. Browse, contribute to projects, right? When you go to owasp.org, like owasp.org, projects, contribute to projects. So there are a bunch of places you can help, add new API interface, so many things you can mention, right? Mine was like related to API, so let me just search. Request to translate OpenAPI to Hindi. Yo, crazy. Yo. There's so many people requests, so many. You are already doing these things, man. Like, you know Hindi, you can do this. It's crazy, right? Like that popped up in front already. Request to translate OWASP API top 10, right? Here's the thing. This is, if you can volunteer in these places, those things are very big, right? I think I should name some. I need to put like, yeah, God's wish, 100%, man. And there is so many new things related to API, sponsor, add sponsors, API endpoints. You can do that. Big stuff. OWASP Nest. You can say OWASP Nest. I worked on there. I did some API integration with the sponsors, worked with the sponsors, stuff like that. Integrate Gemini API in the backend. That's actually pretty good though. Bug logging tool. That's actually pretty good stuff. Shit, I wish I had time. Shit. I'm jealous now. I want to contribute to this. Let's see, and if you say top 10, let's see what happens. Think about talking to OWASP conference. You can talk about conferences. This I used actually. This OWASP, I did to IEEE conference and used that as a volunteer in my stuff in my starting days. Document OWASP top 10 test concept. That's pretty cool. Top 10 test concepts. Stuff like that. So do these. Abuse case cheat sheet. Suggestion to modernize. You can just give suggestions. So many opportunities with OWASP, and you have OWASP under your name. You are Gucci. Like you are actually, as a new fresh person, you are Gucci to go on these things. Huh? Like not even like downplaying this or whatever. It's legit truth. And let me put this so I don't forget. Here it is. Do it. Yeah. Apply, and you do. I think you don't even have to apply. Just like start doing pull request and stuff. Dude, increase competition. That's how that pushes you. Trust me. Like that is my biggest mistake. I told you. Don't be lazy. Let the competition. You become a new person when competition hits you. Person like you and me, Rover, right? The reason why we are here, we are competitive. We want to grow. Don't worry, bro. That will help you more than anything. More than motivation, competition will help actually. Okay. So now I talk about OWASP. OWASP is a project, right? It is all about web application security, web security, right? The top 10 we are talking about is their main top 10, right? The main web application, the web apps like Facebook, Microsoft.com, Twitter.com, any kind of application, Google, Gemini.google.com, Gmail.com, any kind of web application you have. These are the top 10 vulnerabilities they found during 2020-2021, right? They found these were the most vulnerable, these were the top vulnerabilities present either in majority of the web apps or like very critical stuff like that, right? So learn about the exploit each of the OWASP top 10 vulnerabilities, the 10 most critical web security risks, right? Now, let's look at this room. Really important one. So I want to hopefully we can cover at least majority, if not like at least till task. How many tasks are there? 23, 22. Let's try to cover till task 11. Let's see if I'm able to do it. Okay. So this room breaks each OWASP topic down and includes details on the vulnerabilities, how they occur, and how can you exploit them. You will put the theory into practice by completing supporting challenges. Broken access control, cryptographic failures, injections, insecure design. So I think, should we talk about these? Topic down includes details on vulnerabilities. So we will be talking about them. No need to go over and exploiting them. Okay. So insecure design, right? The flaw in the design itself. Misconfiguration, accidentally let a port open or something like that using outdated stuff, right? Yo, Varshad, my man, what's up, bro? Howdy. We are doing OWASP top 10, so it's a good day you came. Next, we have vulnerable and outdated components. Next, vulnerable and outdated components using old libraries like Node. If you are using, let's say, Log4j, old one, you are good to go. NPM, the old one, which we found that issue, right? Recently came out. Or Next.js. Next is authentication and identification and authentication failure. I'm not who I am. I'm Mark Zuckerberg from Facebook. Next is software and data integrity failures. data is not properly being sent or received. Next, security logging and monitoring failure, not logging properly, log4j1. Server-side request forgery, this is a big one and very interesting one, I think I will say. Server-side request forgery is a web vulnerability where an attacker manipulates a vulnerable application to make requests to internal or external resources on behalf of the server. Yo, Idor, what's up, bro? What's up, my baddie? What's up, bro? So, SSRF, that's how it's said. So, I'm going to use SSRF. Let's say from Facebook's server, right? Attacker manipulates the vulnerable application, Facebook, to make requests to internal and external resources. Like from Facebook, I'm making calls to Google or Twitter or YouTube, right? Or even internal, from Facebook's web application, I'm making requests to Llama, Slay Queen, on behalf of the server. This can lead to data exposures, unauthenticated access to internal systems. Like I get this actually one of the ways to look at this SSRF. Look at AI 2027. That mentions, let's say, or like how China is able to get internal stuff. Data exposure, unauthorized access to internal system, their model, LLM, right? Their code is gone, or service disruptions. This room will be has been designed for beginners and assume no previous security knowledge. Oh, also, Varshit, actually, I was thinking about one thing you mentioned, and even Wrench and everyone. Tag line for me, right? I was thinking like censored hacker, keeping the crazy hacker, keeping the appreciating the craziness, or something like that related to craziness. There are 2 OWASP labs, maybe one for 2023 or 2025, right? Embrace the craziness. Oh, there's 2. Oh, I had no idea. But yo, how is this? Embrace the craziness, like the tagline for this channel. Let me know what you think. Yay, nay. How to spell it? You guys let me know. Don't want to. BRACE. Okay. I'm not bad, man. Let's say poll. Am I able to do it? Yeah. I wish I could do longer polls. Okay, let me know what you guys think. No? Already? Okay, need to think for something else. I thought of it while I was in washroom. Okay, let me drink some more water. Okay, now let's go to accessing the machine. Some tasks will have you learning by doing, often through hacking a virtual machine. So let's start. Of course, this is giving me error. Let's see, come on. Hooray, the machine has started. Let's go. Okay, now let's look at broken access control, the very first in top 10 OWASP. Websites have pages that are protected from regular visitors. For example, only website's admin user should be able to access a page to manage other users. If a website visitor can access protected pages they are not meant to see, then the access controls are broken. Basically, let's say able to see all the logs. As an admin of a website, I should be able to see all the logs, who tried, who reset their password, who attempted number of wrong logins, stuff like that, right? Or other things related to, let's say, Django admin panel and stuff like that. What's up, Rabbit? Those type of things, right? If only the admins, only the authorized people should be able to access. Or let's say if I'm able to access anyone else's packages or something like that, right? That should not be allowed. So broken access, right? I should not have access to it, but I do. A regular visitor being able to access protected pages can lead to following: being able to view sensitive information from other users, like what their new password is; accessing unauthorized functionalities, what tables are there, what data is there, what all emails are there. Simply put, broker access control allows attackers to bypass authorization, allowing them to view sensitive data or perform tasks that aren't supposed to. Hopefully you guys know about authorization and authentication. If not, let me know. But authority is like, okay, authentication, who you are saying. Authorization, am I allowed to go on level, am I allowed to go inside CEO's room? No. Only the CEO is authorized to go inside his room, right? Stuff like that. For example, if you want me to explain, I will explain, right? But I want to move fast. For example, a vulnerability was found in 2019 where an attacker could get a single frame from a YouTube video marked as private. The researcher who found the vulnerability showed that he could ask for several frames and somewhat reconstruct the video. Since the expectation from a user when marking a video as private would be that nobody have access to it, this was indeed accepted as a broken access control. Only the person who uploaded and made it private should have access. But as, let's say, a hacker, I was able to. This is interesting. I love how people have bugs. That's crazy. I love the name of the website. Interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, man. It's crazy. Last some days were pretty high. I think lead code magic happened. That was big too, right? And hacking too. Like, hacking easily got me 30-40 recently. Now, let's do the IDOR challenge. IDOR. This is about you, bros. So, broken access control IDOR challenge. Insecure direct object reference. So, this, let's say, IDOR, type of access control vulnerability that arises when an application uses user-supplied input to access objects directly. So instead of checking properly in the database or in their internal system that if a user should have access to a particular object, something, no, they are relying on a person like me, a hacker, to tell them if they should have access or not. The term IDOR was popularized by its appearance in OWASP 2007 top 10. So, refers to an access control vulnerability where you can access resources you wouldn't ordinarily be able to see. This occurs when a programmer exposes a direct object reference, which is just an identifier that refers to a specific objects within the server. So, for example, videos inside the YouTube server. Let me draw. I will have this. But like you guys got the idea. Let's say this is YouTube's database. YouTube's database, right? And there are two categories: public videos and private videos for my channel. Now, because like these links are available online, so you should have access to these, able to see, but not these ones, right? Not this link. But if there is like somehow I'm able to reference this, I can find what their address is, or if they are being exposed somehow, right? On, let's say, my home page, a hacker can get this, right? Hacker can get this reference, able to see my private videos, which are very bad. Think about it like, okay, my private videos might not have something, but let's say movie is about to come out, like, or let's say, like that happened with one of those crazy Netflix series, right? Which is very popular, adult one. There's a mother of dragon. I don't know. Like I just know the girl is a mother of a dragon, and there was a Starbucks coffee in that show. What was that show? Games of Thrones. Yes, Game of Thrones. Yes. So that one got like, let's say it was exposed. For example, let's say I don't know what it was, but like it was exposed, right? Somehow people were able to get those videos before it was online. Stuff like that, right? So, for example, let's say you were logging into your bank account, and after correctly authenticating yourself, we get taken to a URL, something like bank.thm account ID 111. So our bank account ID. On that page, we can see all our important bank details, and a user would do whatever they want to do. And move along their way, thinking nothing is wrong. So as a user, you are able to do whatever you want. This is, however, a potentially huge problem here. Anyone may be able to change the ID parameter, this guy here, to set something like, let's say 22222, and if the website is incorrectly configured, then we would have access to someone else's bank account, not properly configured. So from 22 cents, I am rich and I got leet amount of dollars, 1337. This should be a dot, not comma. Oh, I read Nick Fury at 13. The application exposes a direct object reference through the ID parameter in the URL, which points to a specific account, right? Or so with the ID parameter, it looks at the database and returns that information. Whatever object is that ID refers to. I can change the ID, I can get different objects. Since the application isn't checking if the logged in user owns the referenced account, an attacker can get sensitive information about other users because of the IDOR vulnerability. Notice that the direct object reference aren't the problem, but rather the application doesn't validate if the logged in user should have access to it or not. So the authentication, if I'm asking authenticate here every time, authenticate, if I should be allowed or not. Hopefully you guys are doing, my URL is up. Wrench, please boss. Everybody please. Log in with the username Noot and password test1234. Okay. So let's open our Firefox here. I'm surprised. Today is Friday night. Not much people, or Saturday morning. I think people might be sleeping. Okay, let's see. So we have this bank account, maybe Note server. Note test 1 2 3 4. Not now. So things to buy from store. This is my grocery list here. Things to buy from store: 2 carrots, potatoes, cheese, lots of chocolate. Now you know, if I am let's say a father or something, like I'm the head of the family, this is what I'm looking at: carrots, potatoes, and cheese. Lots of chocolate. Probably my kid found out, right? Found the IDOR thing, right? So that's one interesting thing. You could have got a lot more chocolates if you just knew about hacking. Look at other users' notes. What is the flag? Now, in this case, either we can go to 0, 1, 2, 3, whatever, right? Let's say I go with 0. Oh, wait, never mind. I didn't expect that to work, but it did work. So I'm a hacker, I guess. Interesting. How come it worked all of a sudden? Will it work for 2? No, it has to be 0. That's crazy. So what I was saying, right? As a person, I'm going to use like something like Burp Suite, or just a fucking small script of Python. Change this ID. Yeah. This is how our guy IDOR works. Yeah, fuzz it. That's exactly how it is. Hacker hai bhai, hacker. True. We can further, like if you want access to this, I can show you later, or you already know. We can do it. I would love to do it with burp because burp is like I love more, but we can try fuff. I haven't tried fuff much. You want? We can do quickly one. Fuff, request flag and stuff. I haven't used fluff. I think I don't even remember last time I used it. I use burp suite more. So if I give, I have to create a text file with numbers. Let's say fuff is faster. Oh, nice. Probably makes sense. I'm just giving from here, and let's say 0. W nums. Let me just do it this way. Dash U, how it is. I don't have to give header. What is MC here? What is that extra stuff? MC. Okay, match the status code. So I'll go like this. And how we change the ID, how do I mention that? Do I mention like it as fuzz, like replace the word first with something? MR. Okay, I write fuzz. How do I use fuff? URL flag. Oh, it's in Go. Okay. So I have the URL. I just type fuzz W and that's it. Okay. FUZZ. That's it. Get. What did it say even? So how do I see if there is flag like ID equal fuzz? Fuff dash W num txt. It might need, oh yeah, it might need session tokens. Yes, you're right. As we did logged in. Dash H. I think it's if you can just okay. What do I do if I do just paste your cookie here? Okay. Inspect. Here, take all my cookies, Santa. You thief. There we go. So do I just like, how do I type it? Like, can you just remind me? Use burp and get the like but wait, no, I want to test one thing. Dash a Does it say? Give you the URL? Okay, here it is. Content type, never mind. I'll just give you the URL, mate. Here. I should have just used AI for this. Oh, it gave me exactly the one. Okay, if I try this. String back, yeah. Yeah. I need to just numbers of picture, yeah. I need to just use more AI in these cases instead of being an idiot. Does it work like this? Status 302, 302, 302. Write fuff command with yeah. Sent on Discord, okay. Lead code dive will happen. Oh no. Lead code will happen. -h, okay. Okay, let's do it. $200. Where's the I want to see actually like the data itself and IDO results. So we see JSON length URL. Yo. Where is the freaking like flag thing? Cat file txt. Okay, JQ. I don't think it's showing the data itself though, is it? Let's go on the very top. I know 1, 2, 2 had something. Let's see. URL stuff. It's not showing me inside like on the page one. Which is fine. I think let's move on, right? Let's fine. Yeah, I did catch the JSON and that's when I did it. If you see. I did catch the JSON and did it. Well, it's fine. Okay, you know what? Let's focus on, I will say, cryptographic stuff, right? Because that's what we are here for. We can do FUF later, I guess. After this OWASP like our target for today, then we'll do it. Well, I'll just drink some water. My throat has started going bad again. Okay, now let's do task 5, cryptographic failure. Yeah, curl is like, but then that's what the whole idea was. If we can like find the flag quickly, like just get the text. We'll do it later. We'll do it. We can 100%. You already know the IP of the machine, so you more than welcome to do it. Okay. Now let's go back to cryptographic failures. Like second vulnerability in OWASP Top 10 2021. Cryptographic failures. A cryptographic failure refers to any vulnerability arising from the misuse or lack of use of cryptographic algorithms for protecting sensitive information. What does that mean, right? Is let's say if you're using old cryptographic stuff, or you are using a cryptographic algorithm that is like flawed. Yeah, burp is always the best, 100%. So, failures arising because of the misuse or lack of use of cryptographic algorithms, not encrypting it properly or encrypting it enough. Web applications require cryptography to provide confidentiality for their users at many levels. For example, when we are looking at the site data, connection is secure. We see this. We see a certificate. There is some, because of these certificate, we have a public key, and they are using SHA 256 fingerprints, stuff like that. There's a couple of hashing going on. There's cryptographic like encryption, decryption of data request is going on at many different levels, various levels. If you don't know about networking, right? In networking, right, from layer 1, 2, 3, 4, let's say if you have layer 1, it's like almost onion, right? Layer 1 or layer 2, right, we have various layers. Let's say layer 1 data. There is some cryptography here, some extra encryption, some cryptography here, some extra stuff. Layer 2, this contains your data plus some more encryption, some more cryptography, right? Then layer 3, this is your data. Some extra encryption. This whole package is layer 3 package. But like what I want to say is there is data plus there is some encryption happening. Both things are there at every single layer. So that's how things work. Take, for example, a secure email application, right? When you are accessing your email account using your browser, you want to be sure that the communication between you and the server are encrypted. That way, any eavesdropper trying to capture your network packets won't be able to recover the content of your email addresses. When we encrypt the network traffic between the client and the server, we usually refer to encryption data in transit. There, basically, when using your email account from the browser, blah, 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 communication happening between you and the server, right? What exactly is going on here? It happens in like basically 5 steps, I will say. So this is you. Let's say I'm using blue here. So let's say you are using Outlook. And your neighbor is Wrench. He already hacked your Wi-Fi. Interesting, right? So you are using your Wi-Fi and there is this guy called Wrench already hacked into your Wi-Fi. There is communication between you and internet. Your panda. So there is communication happening between you and the internet, and you have a neighbor called Wrench who already got hacked your Wi-Fi. I was waiting for that. You said it, you hacked the Wi-Fi. Man in the middle attack, yes. So he can listen to all the traffic that's happening. Now, if destroyer of machines, yes, indeed. So he can listen to all the stuff, but he want to make sure the data he's listening to, he can't read it. We need to catch this wrench guy. Who is this guy, right? So you want to make sure the emails you are sending to the internet to whoever you want to, wrench, the hacker can't see this or know about this. So there is something called encryption. The concept is called encryption in transit. When data is moving in transit, when data, and this is a very important one, this is NIST. When data is moving from your computer, I come here acting new, but now I really state convert. Yeah, indeed. So encryption is in transit. So when data is moving, your email, your images, your video, whatever you are trying to send, right, to the internet, to whoever you want, right, the data will be in transit, in motion. In transit, remove transit, motion. Right? Data is in motion. The encryption, this should be encrypted. This thing should be encrypted, so wrench cannot understand what's going on. Right? So we do encrypt data at your own browser, and it's encrypted when it reaches internet, right? The Outlook server. In between, it's all encrypted, so wrench don't have access to this, and this is called encryption in motion or encryption in transit. Exactly, yeah. Now let's read it again to understand what's going on. When you are accessing your email account using your own browser, right, you want to be sure that you are communicating, the communication between you and the server, the Outlook server, are encrypted. That way, any eavesdropper, wrench, trying to capture your network packets won't be able to recover the content of your email. They can't see because it's encrypted. When you encrypt the network traffic between the client and the server, your browser, client, server, Outlook server, Microsoft servers, right? We usually refers to encryption data in transit. Encryption in motion, encryption data in transit. I like to use the word encryption in transit. That's more like standard term because motion nobody likes it for some reason. Now, let's look at another concept which is also very important, and these two, encryption in transit and the next one, are industry standards. If you don't have it, the company you are working for, if they don't have it, or the company you are using don't have it, you can sue them. Sue. Since your emails are stored in some servers managed by your provider, it is also desirable that the email provider can read their client's emails. Like Proton, Google can, Outlook definitely can, because if you are seeing the emails related to things you are talking about, let's say a lawyer in your email, if you see those lawyers, you know the company can see it. Google can. I know Google can, right? Because I get the email. For example, I was looking to buy some tea recently online, like it's a herbal tea for my parents. I saw the ads of a particular company related to tea. So I know they are able to listen to those things. Whereas Proton, you don't see these things, right? To this end, your email might also be encrypted when stored on the servers, right? So Gmail, they read it, but they encrypt your stuff when it's on rest. So when it is stored on their server, that is called encryption data at rest. Encrypting data at rest. So the data that is like not being used, not being looked at, anything, it is just there lying, right? Your emails which you are not seeing, that is at rest, is called encryption at rest. So we were here, right? Just to explain to you and complete this feature, you on your computer sending encryption like data to the server, to the internet, right? Now this is Outlook's server. They are going to store your data in their cloud. Here, when they are storing your data, it is not in plain text, it has to be encrypted. So nobody with just a USB can like get access to this, right? Or when somebody is able to access the server, they don't have access to this. And that's called encryption at rest. It's nowhere, it's not being sent somewhere, it's not being there. It's like one of those emails that's in your inbox you haven't deleted. That's called encryption at rest. Now, let's look at cryptographic failures often end up in the web apps accidentally divulging sensitive data. This is often data directly linked to customers like names, date of birth, financial information, but it could also be more technical information such as usernames and password, Facebook, LinkedIn. Dude, if you want to see best way to look at, either go on dark web. Those are the best place because they give you, dark web people are really nice. They give you the latest hacked data. Really good people. Or you can legit go at a website called Have I Been Pawned. It's in my, I don't know how many tabs go into this, right? Yeah, FBI. It's like, and this guy is actually a Microsoft engineer, big guy. They are, they you can check the email searches, domain, blah blah blah, right? But he has one place. You have to just go on his website, I guess. Dashboard, like passwords and stuff. Interestingly, like bunch of APIs and stuff is there. He mentions what all latest hacks that have happened and couple of things, the database from latest hacks that have happened to see if your email is there. Popeyes, Tim Hortons, Burger King platforms have catastrophic vulnerability. Yeah. This one is going to be down. Really? Oh, your one. Maybe mine too. Yeah, my channel is 100% going down based on things I say. Actually, I don't even say that offensive stuff, but like I'm in red zone. All good. I guess I will always be. I'm not scared to get cancelled. I am. Okay, next. I also learned BK records, Burger King records all drive-through talks, including when you are waiting and it's passed through AI for analysis. Wow. Oh yeah, 100%. Mine will be, yes. Nice to know you guys. Hopefully the Discord is not. At least I can still chat with you. Okay, now at more complex levels, taking advantage of some cryptographic failures often involves techniques such as man-in-the-middle attacks. Man in the middle, think of wrench in the middle attack. So in the middle, when there is problem with the encryption you are using, there's attacks called man in the middle, whereby the attacker would force users' connections through a device they control. And I will give you a good example here. Then they would take advantage of weak encryption on any transited data to access the intercepted information. If the data is even encrypted in the first place, encryptions can be broken. You just need a good return of investment. Of course, many examples are such simpler, and vulnerabilities can be found in web apps that can be exploited without advanced networking knowledge. Indeed, in some cases, the sensitive data can be found directly on the web server itself. DeepSeek was a really big one recently, right? In terms of the AI. Perplexity was the second one. The web application in this box contains one such vulnerability. To continue, read through the supporting material in the following task. Excuse me. One thing I would actually like to point it out. Apologies. Okay. Yeah. So one thing I would like to, the bug bounty hunter hacked this stuff out. Oh yeah, interesting. I had no idea. So we were talking about man in the middle, right? I think one of the best examples I can give you is Darknet Diaries. I think I would love to just like join Discord, like, and just watch Darknet Diaries with you guys. Sequence on her. Damn, bro. Check Discord, sure. But if you go to Darknet Diaries, ooh, these go hard, man. These are like crazy hard. But if you go to the episodes, I think the episode number 1. I think it was episode 2. DigiNotar episode 3. Okay, this is an interesting one. So if I just quickly search MITM or man in the middle attack, this is a good one for So a person asks through the VPN, he connects just fine. He thinks there is something funny business going on. He posts a question to the Google Forms asking if there is a possible man in the middle attack going on. He also says he suspects his ISP, Iranian government, or the Iranian government be doing something fishy. Google responds not only to the forum post, but they publish a security warning that to the world, released an emergency patch on their Chrome browser. Mozilla, Microsoft, and Apple followed quickly with similar security updates. Look at this one. This is some pure good stuff when it comes to man in the middle attack. Check Discord. Let's do it, bro. One sec. I'll check the Discord. Fuff this. No. Oh, here in private. Lead code has not died. It's just I got busy with my work stuff. Damn, bro. Sure, I will. Excuse me. Bro, I've been up for a long time. Sounds good. I will love to like do this. Give me one sec. Let me complete this one. Okay. Read through the instructions to cryptographic failures and deploy the machine. Okay, we'll do the supporting material one. Let's paste this one first. Copy text. Let's do it. I'll send you guys this. Nano IDOR. I want to see what you type to. Get node PHP, node ID first, this host, okay. Mozilla, okay. Text, yeah, okay. Okay. Now I have. Oh, I have to save it as request.txt. Or I can just do this, right? I'll just change the to this. I think this will make my life easier. Sorry, Rover, you had to see a bunch of open windows. Oh, wait. Oh, Wait, hold up. What happened? Oh, there's some output, right? Is it outputted to somewhere else? Filter size? Oh, so it filtered based on the size, I see. So everything above, wait, no. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. But what about 0? Okay, remove fs, and I will start the sequence from 0 actually. So this is my command. Wait, hold up. Fuzz. Request, then the output. How did I type the output one? I don't remember at all. -O. Oh, not request. I'm an idiot. What was it? Test? No, idor.txt. Okay. Bro, my brain is actually like going on Intel Pentium shit. That's how bad my brain works some days. You know, I'm tired, right? Like, based on this, you can tell I'm tired. Worst part about being adult is that you are tired. So if I want to go again, am I seeing the data here? Yeah. No, I'm going to move back. Yeah, no, 100%. Sorry, I got distracted. I'm just actually, I want to respect the fact I do spend so much time on this. But I know this is what you want to like. What about the? I just don't see the flag, the one I'm looking for. Like if I do, sorry, just one small thing I wanted to check. Not even 100 requests. Like if I want to go to 2, right? Yeah. My apologies. Okay, I'm going back. Task 6, right? We have to cover at least like half of the stuff. So, okay. Flag 5-4 was there? Was it there? No. This is first 0. It is in 0? Where is it? Input first 0. Where is it? Yeah, I think I will grab. It's not. Where should I do a pad? Isn't it like if I just put flag and then output.txt, nothing is coming up? It is in 0. Oh, I'll put the whole thing. Let's see. Nah, it's not coming. We'll see later. 100%. Okay, so let's focus on this. Cryptographic failures. I want to complete task 6, 7, 8 and then injection at least. Can you बता रहा ना दो बेटा रहने तो तुमसे नहीं हो पाएगा अच्छा. Oh, I see. But like it wasn't there though. Am I losing my eyes too now at this point? Like my farsightedness was bad. Like now is it bad here too? Was it there? Was it there? I'm actually genuinely confused, not even lying. First 1, 2, 3, 0, 1, 2. Once you get the numbers. Oh, you open the. Okay, I see. Okay, I will check what's going on in this. Oh, I see what you mean now. I see. Okay, sounds good. Okay, now let's go back to task 6. Now it makes sense. Let's go back to task 6. Before that. Cryptographic failures supporting material 1. The most common way to store a large amount of data. The most common way to store a large amount of data in a format easily accessible from many locations is a database. I might actually. This is perfect for something like a web application, as many users may interact with the website at any time. Database, why it mentions database, not a text file, because database is a software, right, made specifically so that multiple people can access data very fast, right? This is perfect for something like web application, as many users may interact with website like Facebook at any time. Millions or billions of users use Facebook, right? Monthly users are billions. Database engines usually follow the structured query language SQL syntax. There is KQL, SQL, NoSQL, blah blah blah. SQL is the big one. In a production environment, it is common to see databases set up on dedicated servers running a database service such as MySQL, MariaDB, PostgreSQL, Microsoft SQL Server, stuff like that. However, databases can also be stored as files. These are referred to as flat file databases, as they are stored on a single file on the computer. This is much easier than setting up an entire database server and could potentially be seen in smaller web applications. Accessing a database server is outwith the scope of today's task. So let's focus instead on flat file databases. Back to malware, let's go, man. But yeah, all the best, bro. So accessing a database server, they don't want to set up, so we are using a flat file database, a file where all our data will be. As mentioned previously, flat file databases are stored as a file on the disk of a computer. Usually, this would not be a problem for a web app. But what happens if the database is stored underneath the root directory of the website, one of the files accessible to the user connecting to the website? So what basically this means, right? Think about it in this way. Whenever you are accessing a website, majority of the time, this is the place where you access, right? var HTML, or sorry, either it's var, yeah, HTML www data, and the user who is able to access this is able to access a bunch of other folders, right, including the root folder. And that's the issue. If you store it in the root folder, the person is able to access the whole database file. And that's what the whole point is. One of the files accessible to the users connecting to the website, because it's in the root directory. You can have it like, I would never recommend you to use a www. Yes, thank you so much. That's the right one. I keep forgetting this. This is the place they are able to access, right? Now, the issue comes is, like what you can do, you can create it as a special folder, let's say database, and have like specific users, but I would never say, I will always say create a different server, use something called RDS, cloud stuff, cloud SQL, stuff like that, right? Never use it. Or we have friends like Wrench. Well, we can download and query it on your own machine with full access to everything in the database. So if we are able to access the file, we can download, query whatever we want on our own system and get full access. Sensitive data is exposed indeed. Congratulations. Wrench, you, like, sorry I have to say this, but you look like one of those persons, if one of your friends in school or college says, hey, I like this professor, should I like ask her for a date? And you're like, bro, yes. And you bring him a flower, so he's like tempted to go there. Like, just saying that, man. You give me that vibe. You're giving me that vibe today. This is a big hint for the challenge. So let's briefly cover some of the syntax we would use to query a flat file database. The most common and the simplest format of a flat file database is a SQLite database. These can be interacted in the most programming These can be interacted with the most programming languages and have a dedicated client for querying them on the command line. This client is called SQLite 3. SQLite basically same thing as put in a file, but it acts very much like a SQL database and is installed in many Linux distributions by default. Also, you can find it on Android. There are a bunch of Android applications. Not sure about iOS, but Android for sure. Support the bros. Let's suppose we have successfully managed to download a database. I think support the bros downfall, more like that. Let's suppose we have successfully managed to download a database. ls-l, we see example database. Yeah. Good one. So now if we do file on the example database, lol bro, ask your prof out. Yeah, bros before hoes. This is what I like about, like, Twitch. At least I can see what's censored. Here I can't tell. Now if we go file example.database, we see it's a SQLite file database, last written using SQLite version blah blah blah, 2 pages blah blah, whatever. We can see that there is a SQLite database in the current folder. To access this, we do SQLite database name, and once we do this, it opens up another type of a terminal. Oh yeah, YouTube is trash in their chat way, that's for sure, I agree. But yeah, it opens, if you see, SQLite. So now whatever we do, we are accessing or trying to access the database. Then we are not in the same terminal as the user Linux is gone. From here we can see the tables in the database by using .tables command, SQLite command, just like we have ls. So it has customers as the table. At this point we can dump all the data from the table, but we won't necessarily know what each of the column means unless we look at the table. So we use a command called pragma table info. That's true, that's one way too. So table info customers. To see the table information, basically to see what content is inside, what about the table. Okay, I have in this customers table, I have first name, it will be text. There is like various first name, second name, column names also, and what type of data they store, whether it's integer, char, or basically strings or something else, right? To see table information, right, and even constraints. Then you will use select star from customers, select everything from the table customers to dump the information from here. So first we did pragma, right? Let's look at what pragma full form is. Database, SQL. What is the full form of pragma? I'm actually interested now. Pragma command. There is just called pragma, I guess. I don't know if any of you guys know about the meaning, why it's called pragma, what is the meaning of pragma. But basically, special command to give you information about your table. Now let's do it in R1 too. So first we see customer ID, integer, right, and 1. Second column is customer name, it will be containing text. Second, credit card information, nice. Third, their password, very nice. Now we select star from customers, we see customer ID 0, John Paulson, credit card information, check it for me if it is working, let's check. And their password, this is probably their hash, MD5 hash of their password. Second one, right, other stuff. Can you please search the name? Actually, I would love to know. we can see from the table information that there are 4 columns: customer ID, name, credit card, and password. And you notice this is how it is, right? Password hash, as I mentioned, and probably MD5. In the next task, we'll be looking at cracking this hash. Let's just go here. MD5, reverse this. Password. Let's convert something, and it goes password. Basically, like the whole thing we read is database, SQLite, use the command to understand what the tables are, see what tables are there, use the pragma command to understand what a particular table like customer is about, and then see all the data inside. Pretty BS. For OWASP, I would require something like Juice Shop to like play with. We will play with Juice Shop next. Next is Cryptographic Failures, supporting material 2. Oh, done. What is it? Now, we saw how a query on a SQLite database for sensitive data. How to query a SQLite database for sensitive data in the previous task. We found a collection of password hashes, one for each user. In this task, we will briefly cover how to crack these. Oh, thank you, bro. Let's see actually really quickly because we completed one. Why it is called such? 13 years ago. Interesting. Pragmata for short. Pragmas for short effect to compilation. Pragmas were introduced in ADA 83 in 1983. Were reissued in many computers. I think that's before even my father was born. Crazy. What the hell? Pragmatic, pragma for short, compilation of your program. Because the compiler needs to treat it pragmatically. So not even programmatically, pragmatically. Sometimes I just hate how people name things in computer science. Like legit no sense. At this point I want to go Italian. Like, okay. In this task we'll briefly cover, thank you so much Wrench. In this task we'll briefly cover how to crack these. When it comes to hash cracking, Kali comes pre-installed with various tools. If you know how to use them, then feel free to do so. However, they are outwit the scope of this material. A person like me would love to go on something called Crackstation. We have our password hashes. I will go copy this. Show I'm not a robot. The answer is password. That's it. No need to go through the hard things if you don't have to. Slave GPT. Holy. This website is extremely good at cracking weak password. Dude, don't say that, man. My parents are in the very next room. Do not say that. I can't even read what you said. This website, now going back, okay, let's lock in. This is extremely good at cracking weak password hashes. For example, complicated hashes. We would need more sophisticated tools. However, all of the crackable password hashes used in today's challenge are weak MD5 hashes, which Crackstation would handle very nicely. When we navigate to the website, we are met with the following interface. Password, I think, basically, I'm not going over this. Basically, go on Crackstation, look at how to do it. Very easy. We see that the successfully broken the user password. It's called password itself. It's worth noting that Crackstation works using a massive word list. It's not cracking. It already has a word list. It already has a database. It's just looking if this exact match is there. If the password is not in the word list, then Crackstation won't be able to break the hash. It's not breaking, it's just looking up. The challenge is guided. So if the Crackstation fails to break a hash today, in today's work, you can assume that the hash has been specifically designed not to be crackable. Okay. Now is our challenge time. It's now time to put something in practice. For this challenge, connect to the web application. Have a look around at the web app. the developer has left themselves a note indicating that there is sensitive data in the specific directory. So we have to look from the task 2, 3, 4, right? We saw, or basic 2, 3. We have to find various links, IDORs. What is the name of the mentioned directory where we can find? Navigate to the directory you found in the question 1. What file stands out as being likely to contain sensitive data? Use the supporting material to access the sensitive data. What is the password hash of the admin user? And let's crack and log in as to get the flags. Okay, so pretty like dedicated stuff. So let's go. Let me open this again. Let's crack. Attaboy. Why close this? So let's look at. We have this website. Let's look at one of the first things I love to look at is just through the inspector. And I believe they might have stored something here, given it's a very images. Wrong side? It's not the same one? 70. Oh, it's 81 portal. Thank you. Why they are changing it? Thank you, bro. Sensitivity. Apologies and thank you so much, bro. I'm lazy, man. So let's see what. Welcome to sense the sensitivity. Bro, no, I'm actually like, I'm tired. You have reached the future world number 1 in all things therapeutic. Startup organized in Toowoomba, New Zealand. Our location near the stunning lake Topa Lens. Here, please contact us here. Okay, let's look what they want. What is it? Oh, beta sensitivity. I don't want to. Okay. Now let's look at just their page source. Actually, like, you know what? I'll go on view page source. Easy for me to look at things. Home. Login.php is there. There is assets. So let's look at assets. So we have parent directory. Webapp.db. Things I like seeing in my life. My handsome face and some exposed data. Base. So we downloaded it. We have it here. Webapp.db. Let's look. Let's go here. Why are you laughing, bro? Why are you laughing? Why are you laughing? SQLite 3. Webapp.db. Now let's go at dot tables. There's sessions and users. I want to see if something comes. Syntax is wrong, whatever. Okay. I don't care. I wanted to just see sessions and users. So I think for our case, we are going at users. I just want to try commands. I don't know. I can do with like a bunch of things. Yeah. Like including that. Yeah. But let's say pragma. I should not say ma so loud. My mom will come. So assets, Webapp.db. Okay, I will end with that next time. I'll remember, man. Don't go hard on me. This week has been already very hard, bro. What is the pragma command? I want to just see. Pragma table info. Okay. I don't want to say ma so loud because my mom might actually come inside the room. Pragma tables, oh, not users. So we have user ID. We have user ID, text, username, this. Yeah, do crack passer. I am, okay, I will answer that. And then we have admin. Okay. Sorry, I read something and I was just like shocked. Okay, now we do select star, basically everything from users. And we get the user ID. This is admin, this is Bob, this is Alice. And you interestingly see, right? Admin 1 probably means they are like, yes, they are admin. 1 means true, 0 means false. So Bob and admin both have access. And then we have the password hash. I don't understand this part actually. We can look why this is also hash. Let's put all these as here. I want to see all these values. While we are at it, why not, right? Get as much information, intel as we can on these. Who is Bob and Alice? Who are they? How much crack they have password? How much password crack they have at their home? FBI, open up. You know, I'm just actually wondering if they are if Apple and Google are able to like look at my stuff. I won't hash my own password, man. Don't worry. Yeah, bunch of crack. I got 6 cracks. Unknown. QWERTY, UIP, and then this is test 2. Interesting. So, okay, admin, QWERTY, and UIP. So the first row, like almost like the first alphabet rows in our stuff in our keyboard. Now, if I go to the website, and we have the login fonts, image, JavaScript, console scripts. I'm just a bad guy, man. I like to look at things. Nice. I was wondering if they might have password here as well. I'm a kid in a candy shop. So if I go admin, QWERTY1, well done. Flag is this. Let's go with the Bob too. I want to see what Bob is doing. GG's indeed. Oh, you see, I muted this. So now like the voice is not coming for whenever I submit the password. Oh. See, no audio. Okay. So we're done with this one. Let's look at Bob. Let's look at what this guy is up to. He sounds sussy for me. I don't like the word. He sounds sus, especially when it comes with Alice. Bob the Builder. Invalid credentials. How dare you? Babe. No, not babe. I did that accidentally. Why is not going in? That's what she said. I don't know why it's not working. Probably they didn't even connect it. That's fine. At least we cracked what we wanted, right? We got our crack. Next, we got our cracked password. Sorry, the line before didn't. Don't worry about it. Next is task 9. And yeah, Wrench, I will love to answer you later. Don't worry. So injection, right? Let me drink some water before, because my throat is getting bad and I can feel it. Injection, the third in the top 10. Task 9, injection. Injection flaws are very common in applications today. These flaws occur because the application interprets user-controlled input as commands or parameters. Basically, let's say we are putting like our ID number, or like my whatever I'm putting, let's say script tags and all those, it starts taking the commands in. Injection attacks depends on what technologies are used and how these technologies interpret the input. If I give input in, let's say, Facebook comment, right? So JavaScript can take things in. There are forms, so directly the form goes to, let's say, matching a SQL. So I'm going to try something that works on SQL languages. So that's why it says depends on what technologies are used and how these technologies interpret the input. If the input directly goes to the database management system, interesting. Some common examples include SQL injection. This occurs when a user-controlled input is passed to the SQL queries. As a result, an attacker can pass in SQL queries to manipulate the outcome of such queries. This could potentially allow the attacker to access SQLitis. Yeah, this could potentially allow the attackers to access, modify, and delete information in a database when this input is used into database queries. This would mean an attacker would steal sensitive information such as personal details and credentials. Lots of words, let me put it in simple ways. Here, you went to Facebook. I don't know why I keep taking Facebook. I think it's after millions of dollars sending and bringing craziness. So there is login username and password. Imagine if I can put, really nice. So if I'm in this username, let's say if I'm able to put something like a code, like commenting in SQL, right? Oh, SQL is like, I understand why you hate it, because it's not my favorite too. I loved SQL in the starting when I learned it in high school, university time, and later on I just hate it. Too much BS. But yeah, as I was saying, there can be comments. We can have like, and then I can do select, and I can have a bunch of things I can do, making statements true, false, whatever. Just here, if all this information is directly sent for database query. Dude, I think everybody, like anyone here likes SQL or SQLi? I don't think so. Hackers hate it, right? Yeah, no, we can we have to learn it. It's like one of those things. We have to learn it. It's like, it's a medicine. And it tastes gross. Some medicines like Pepto, lovely taste. This tastes shit, don't like it. SQLite is nice. I agree with you. But SQL itself, I hate. SQLite, no hate. SQLite injection, hate. For some reason, I don't know. Next, so here, if I'm able to put some stuff in query, I can get a bunch of things, right? I can put things and I can get a bunch of extra information, which I should not. And interestingly, SQLi, like the first SQL injection of vulnerability was found, is same as me, just couple months older. SQLi is couple months older than me. Next is some OSINT information for you guys. Wrench, hopefully that's helpful. That's my gift for you. Next is command injection. Another big injection, right? I will be doing coding stream tomorrow. Yes. So I could not today because of work. I work during the same time I was doing it. So I will. Yeah, I will do. Lead code will do tomorrow for sure. Okay, let's see. Command injection. This occurs when a user input is passed through the system commands. As a result, an attacker can execute arbitrary system commands on application servers, potentially allowing them to access users' system. Basically, let's say if I'm able to run Python commands, right, through like these username login commands or comments, right? If I'm able to run these application like these commands, which I do, I can do so much more, right? If I can get them, if the commands I'm putting through these login forms and stuff, if they are getting executed on this application server, I can get a reversal. I can get some extra data, whatever I want. I can install some malware on those servers, leading to potentially like allowing you access to the system. The main defense for preventing injection attacks is ensuring the user-controlled input is not interpreted as queries or commands. There are different ways to doing so. Using an allow list. When user is sent to the server, this input is compared to a list of safe inputs or characters. So basically, let's say when I'm like in the form, let's say in the comment box, comments are white, so I'll do that. Not being racist here, don't worry. Let's say comment in the Facebook comment or like whatever, right? Or the query you are putting, whatever you are doing. Like in Google search, you are querying something, right? If this is directly getting executed, what I can do, I can have a list, allow list in terms of like, okay, you know what? You can allow ls command. You can allow life is a race. Be a racer then. Why be a racist? What the hell? I like it. I like this though. I like the line. I can't publicly say how much I like this line, but be a racer. Don't be racist. So let's say you can allow ls, but you can't allow cat. You can't allow sudo, right? In these, you can allow, let's say, not even touch, I will say. You can allow grep, something like that, right? Things you can allow. So allow list, so these words, if you type, will work. These commands won't. So using an allow list, when user input is sent to the server, this input is compared to a list of safe inputs or characters. If the input is marked as safe, then it's processed. Otherwise, it is rejected and the application throws an error. Stripping input. If the input contains dangerous characters, these are removed before processing, right? Dangerous characters. What do you mean? Why? Like, sorry, I do. For why? Like, why for what? With malware, we can straight up allow upload files and download files. Yeah. Dangerous characters or input is classified as any input that can change how the underlying data is processed. Instead of manually constructing allow list or stripping input, various libraries exist to perform these actions. Try me. Sure thing. So in Python, I know, in PHP we have seen Python allow list library, or maybe sanitization library, that's a better word. User input sanitization library. I don't say what are permissions. We don't need some permissions. What are permissions? So we have so many things, right? With XML, we are like not allowing. We have so many other things. Django templating engine ORM provide built-in mechanism for escaping and sanitizing input. Flask has escape. SQL Alchemy, bunch of things. So a bunch of sanitization user input using Python. Bunch of libraries to help you, because you won't be able to do a job. These things get stuff. Wait, what? Positions? What? I'm actually confused. Like, I'm really tired, so I'm like, my brain is not working. Command injections. Is it like, you know what? Let's do this on Monday, man. Like, oh, what are positions? No, what are permissions? Huh? I'm very positions bigger than permissions. What? Well, I'm actually confused now. How? Yeah, let's do this one on Monday because I think this one will take some brain power from me. Not a lot, but I want to be able to explain things. But yeah, I will be coming tomorrow. Yeah, bro, position. Oh, I said positions before permissions. Oh, sorry, instead of permissions. My bad. My bad. Dude, I'm tired. This is 12:30 now. I don't know. Oh, who needs positions? We don't need those. I see. So yeah, let's do this one on Monday. 3.1 command injection, insecure design, security misconfiguration, vulnerability, and outdated components. Or maybe vulnerable outdated components exploit and lab. Hopefully till task 15 we are able to do on Monday, and rest we can just complete on Tuesday. And then we'll do the... Yeah, I'm almost done. I'm almost done today, Panda. Nah, today, like, trust me, bro. Like, I'm actually... I expect screenshots. Wrench time to get to... Oh. Okay, do you want me to do the command one right now? Okay, sure. You know what? Let's do it. So, 3.1 wrench, just for you I'm doing it. Okay. Command injection. Command injection occurs when server-side code like PHP in a web application makes a call to a function that interacts with the server's console directly. An injection web vulnerability allows an attacker to take... Just solve it. I have to read it, so I'll try to read first, right? An injection web vulnerability allows an attacker to take advantage of what call to execute operating system commands arbitrarily on the server. Of that call to execute, the possibilities for the attacker from here are endless. They could list files, read their contents, run some basic commands to do some reconnaissance on the server and whatever they wanted. So basically, if I'm able to run a command like server-side code, like if it is written in PHP, if you are using Flask or Django, Python, if I'm able to run it on the web application, which runs basically on the server, I can and through that I can make operating system calls, right? From Python, I can make Windows or Mac or Unix or Linux related calls. There are libraries. I can look at whatever I want. I can do whatever I want, right? I can run some basic commands, do reconnaissance, whatever. And yeah, just as they will be sitting in front of the server, issuing commands directly into the command. Yeah, like as if I have the terminal to it. Once the attacker has a foothold on the web server, they can start the usual enumeration of your system and look for ways to pivot around. Basically look at what ways they can get some privilege, see what's going on, and do whatever they want. Code example. Let's consider a scenario. Moo has started developing a web-based application for cow ASCII art with, sounds like Metasploit almost. Cow ASCII Corp with customizable text. The cult of the cow. While searching for ways to implement their app, they have come across the cow say command in Linux, which does just that. Instead of coding a whole web application and the logic required to make cow talk in ASCII, they decided to write some simple code that calls for cow say command from operating system's console and sends back its content to the website. I had no idea. Okay. Cow say. It's not here. What the fuck? Okay. Simple code for operating system's console and sends back its consent to the website. Let's look at the code that was used for their app. See if we can determine why their implementation is vulnerable for command injection. We'll go with it. So now go back here. Whole web instead of coding a whole web application and the logic required to make cows talk in ASCII, write some simple code that calls the cow say command. Write some simple code to call this command from the operating system's console and send it back to the website. So their website looks like this. Get moving, right? Cow is the default. If cow, get cow, pass through Perl script. So Perl, cow say, no, I'm not looking at the solution. Perl, cow say is the command, -f, cow, whatever you want it to say or do, and moving. Right? In simple terms, above snippet does the following. It takes, if it is getting moving, cow is the default one. If there is something for cow, do that. If not, default moving. In simple terms, above snippet does the following. Check if the parameter moving is set. Here is set. If it is set, variable moving gets what was passed in the input field by the user. I can pass anything because this directly is getting executed here. Check if the parameter cow is set. If the user has input something, the variable cow sets and is passed through the parameter. The program that executes the function passed through Perl, blah, blah, blah. This is basically executing a command. The pass-through function simply executes a command in the operating system's console. On my own operating system, in my console, think about as terminal, in the operating system's terminal, and sends the output back to the user's browser. You can see that our command is found by concatenating two variables at the end of it, right? So whatever is sent that by the user, that is added to the command. Since we can manipulate these variables, we can try injecting additional commands by using simple tricks. If you want, you can read the docs for pass-through on PHP website for more information about the function. So cow say online, this is how they try, hack, move, submit. So this cow default can say try, hack, move. Okay, whatever it's saying. I see. Exploiting command function. Now that we know how the web application works behind the curtains, we will take advantage of a bash feature called inline commands. One second, my tonsils are getting into play. We will take advantage of the bash feature called inline commands to abuse the cow say server and execute any arbitrary command we want. Bash allows you to run commands within commands. This is useful for many reasons, but in our case, it will be used to inject a command within the cow say server to get it executed. To execute inline commands, take advantage of a feature called inline commands. So inside this whole command, it's inside the command, right, in the same line. To abuse the cow say server, execute any arbitrary command we want. We are going to just put whatever command we want to exploit this and run whatever command, right? To execute inline commands, we only need to enclose them in the following format. Your command. Here's the thing. $, this, bracket, close bracket, and you put your own command here. You can put ls, cat, docker. No. If the console detects an inline command, it will execute it first and then will use the result as a parameter for outer. To explain, right, if you don't understand, think about it. Before this, right, when IDO sent us some stuff, we did echo of the JSON file and used this, and then we like typed whatever, said something like, JQ to make sure the JSON that's being there is actually formatted, right? So first this part get executed, right? This thing, then this gets executed, right? The output of this is fed here. Now, similar way, right? What we are doing is saying, hey, first command, let's say I have the command, let's say cat. Now, let's say we have cat, right? And I want to I can put the file, or I can put something here like this, touch or echo. Actually, I will make it sexy. One sec. So let's say I have cat. Yo, Idor. So I have cat, and I want to execute, before cat is executed, I want to execute another command. How will I do it? $, here, brackets. Let's say I want to create a file itself and put something. So I'll do echo new one. Sure, we can look into that. Let's see, like, depends on the time. I want to just make sure my parents, if they are asleep or they want to talk, based on that I can answer that. So let's say howdy, and then I create a file called, let's say, some howdy hi.txt. Thanks, bro. Thank you for understanding. This will put the howdy text inside hi.txt, right? And hi.txt is, I believe, will be cat out, right? So let's see if that works. And that's the whole idea here as well. Or I can actually do another thing. Another, which is an interesting one you all can try, which is easier, is you have your command, main command cat, right? Do ls. ls is like shows all the files. Now whatever is inside executed by the ls will goes to cat. So let's try that, right? Easier. Cat, first we have ls, right? Now I'll do cat ls. All the files got executed. All the files, every single file. Like, not executed, sorry, printed out, right? No, we don't do that. Nobody should run the command wrench send. Do not. It will destroy your computer. Wrench, you are welcome to do it on this server after I'm done, okay? Which runs who am I as an inline. So in this case, what we are doing, we have echo my user is who am I. Here, who am I is executed because it's under $sign and like a function. Could be censored hacker. In this case is John Doe. And then echo, it goes as my username is John Doe. So coming back, so it's like almost board mass, lads. It's almost board mass. Bracket open the bracket first. Sorry, I just like got some PTSD right there. Bracket, opening the bracket first, right? So coming back to Cowsay server, here's what you want to do. You want to try a command, like you can put any command you want, right? Because earlier it said try hack move here, right? That's what we sent. Now instead of that, do not do that. We will try like who am I, or we'll try to see and try different commands, okay? Since the application accepts any info from us, we can inject an inline command which will get executed and used as a parameter for cow say. This will make our cow say whatever we want, right? Whatever the command returns. In case in case you are not that familiar with Linux, here are some commands: if config address, uname, ps, ef, id, stuff like that. Check all these out. This is our 82. It's on our 82 server or port. Let's try. So first one would be default small dragon. Ooh. I will say hello. So a dragon is saying, that's actually pretty cool though. This is actually pretty cool, not going to lie. A dragon is saying hello. If I go default and say hello, a cow goes as default, right? There is small. I'm actually interested. Oh, small cow. Tux, I have no idea. Moose, squirrel, Vader. Dark Raider? Oh, Dark Raider, Couth. That's actually hilarious. Yeah, that is the fork bomb. Yep. What strange text file is in the website's root directory? Okay, let's see this. If I want to do, you know what? I'll try with this. Who am I? For it to say Apache. I'm Apache here. Now I want to do, let's say, ls to see all the things. We have CSS, drpepper.txt and index.php. So I will do again same thing, but instead of ls I will do cat drpepper.txt, and this will be outputted, right? All the content of this is outputted as text, and we'll see what the cow says. I'm sorry, Mario, but Dr. Pepper you are looking for is not in this web app. Ooh, that sucks. That sucks to be a plumber. Actually, Mario is safe from the AI issue going on, right? He just have to clean the pipes. How many non-root, non-service, non-daemon users are there? Let's see. We can see cat slash is it etc? Let's, I have forgotten so much things. Isn't it there? Password, just password, not txt. Okay, my apologies. What? So we can see all the information here. I don't want to answer this. Is there a better command for non-root, non-service, non-daemon users? Damn, bro. I'm proud of you. What user? I think we saw Apache. How to see like how many non-root, non-service, non-daemon users are there? Is there a command directly to do it? S-Pen. Everybody's going in S-Pen. Is it daemon? S-Pen, bin? No, S-Pen. Is there a command to directly tell? Ah, nice. Brute force. Oh, sudo doers, yeah. Command to tell non. I want to go to bed now. I'm just curious though. Okay, if I do this, F1. Then filter out those with sudo privileges. Okay, this will filter out that for me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, wait, much more. What? To count the number of non-sudo users in Linux. Non-root, non-sudo. Instead of non-sudo, it's non-service. So, okay. Okay. If you need to get all users whose gid is greater than equal to 100, 1000, use this. Okay, I want to understand what is going on in this case. You know what? Let's deep dive. Let's take a Google approach. Do you guys, like, just a quick question, wrench, rabbit, idle, right? Do you guys remember these commands? Like, do you know, like, okay, if you are given non-service, non-daemon and stuff like that. Okay. And then WC, okay. Why nothing is coming then? To display the number of non-root Linux, use the following. No, but like I'm just wondering, if I do awk, why this is not coming? Let me see. Yeah. Do I? Why? Oh. Oh, I see. Terminate or pip out. Okay, I think I understand what you mean now. Terminate this one with this. If I do this. Oh, it's coming at the bottom. Fucking. Sorry for the word. So if I do this, was it coming at the bottom? No. Okay. So if I do this way, it's coming at the bottom? No. I can't type. 3 hours, that's crazy, man. Nice. Sorry I could not join. 0. Here. Dude, I have no idea what I'm doing at this point. I'm legit lost. Howdy, Ghost. I know. F1 specifies the field 1 as the delimited string to print. So the final command will be cat easy. Ah, got it. Oh, honestly, like Ghost, I can help you with that. I can join. Like next time when you come, like let me know, text me. Then I will be able to help you, man. I would 100%. Can you go online right now? Like just as I end the stream, I can just send you some. Wait, how many I have? I have 2, so never mind. One of them is you. But next time when it comes, like just text me in Discord. I would love to just come online. I did awk help, did not work. Now just cat out the password. Okay. User shall set as. Oh, I think has been something we saw. Don't. Come on, connect. Please connect. I don't have the power to go through this. Why is disconnected, man? Wrench, just promise me you didn't do anything here, right? F5? I did refresh. You did? Wrench, please tell me you didn't, man. You did, didn't you? Wrench. Holy wrench. Why, man? Why the very end? I just want to go to sleep, bro. Please don't. You will have enough time to play with things. So what is it? What version of Alpine Linux is running? Alpine Linux is running. No, I'm not. Oh, you didn't do anything. You should have told me earlier. Why you didn't say earlier? Oh, THM being useless again? Oh, okay, got it. Thank you, bro. Yeah, has been no login. I'm not stressing, I'm just being tired, mate. I'm just being tired at this point. Wait, I can just go from here too, right? Yeah, that's what Wrench always says, and then boom, a good idea pops up. Okay, let's say if I want to go now. It's not working. How come? What? No, if I just did ls2 last time, it was working, right? Oh, bro. ls css here, but like when I did this last time, it worked. Yeah, it worked here this time too. Yeah. Oh, no slash. Okay. So if I do I remember mine was Apache here. sbin no login. That's my guy. But I remember like what I did here was, why this time it's not working? I don't get that part. I remember last time it worked. Like, I'm not an idiot, am I? Last time it worked. Yeah, no, like, I didn't close the bracket last time. Like, if this was the one, yeah, we are 100% bros, man. But like, why? Like, don't you like? Can somebody give me a VAR? Like, can somebody quickly go back? I thought this worked right last time. Or am I insane? Am I thinking things like am I actually on illusion right now? Huh? Holy! I thought it worked. Maybe I might be wrong, but holy. Who cares about this version of Alpine Linux? I think it one is, yes, cat release and OS. Yeah. Wait, isn't it ls? Something like that. LSB release, right? Isn't it that also like one line command? Has spent some. There is one LSB dash release, not LSB underscore. If you're running Alpine, you need to check its version. Okay, but is used to display Linux standard base. LSB dash underscore release dash A. Okay. I remember it has to be LSB underscore release dash A. This should give me something. It's interesting. Maybe it's just for Ubuntu. Then like I can just go cat /etc/os release. It gives me that 3.16. I thought LSB dash release gives stuff. Or am I hallucinating? Very much. LSB underscore release dash A. It does. Okay. It's just not for Alpine Linux. Bro, I can't speak English now. Okay, thank you so much, lads. I think enough of suffering for today. It's 1 a.m. So at least I stand by the promise of doing a long stream and covering some time we missed this week. But yeah, that's actually good. Like we did most tasks today. Like we did a lot of tasks. Here is if you guys want to play. No Inglo, no more. Holy. Here, enjoy this server, I guess, for however long you guys want. This next on Monday we'll cover insecure stuff, and then hopefully Tuesday, Wednesday. Before Wednesday, I want to cover stuff because Thursday, Friday I won't be available next week. Traveling, just that's it, with parents. So yeah, I think that's all. DDoS the Inglo. Yeah, that actually is happening. My English is getting DDoSed. I am insecure. I am. I am. Okay. Holy though. Good day. I love it. I love it. Okay. But thank you so much, lads. I was about to say thank you so much, ladies, but no. Thank you so much, lads. Hope you guys enjoyed the suffering, the enjoyment, the fun we had. It was great. Tomorrow I will be coming because today I could not come for lead code. I have to do some lead code. So I will come on the weekend as much time I can get. Probably not stream, but maybe through Discord, voice chat. Hopefully, it depends. I don't know what's going on, what's going to go on. But till then, thank you so much, lads. Big stuff. Yeah, thank you so much, Rover. Here is the Discord if anybody would love to join. This is your favorite censored hacker, favorite neighborhood hacker, the crazy hacker, the CH, the crazy hacker, the one who loves to embrace craziness. Thank you so much, everyone. Hope you have a great day, great evening, great weekend. Spend some time with your loved ones, especially your girlfriend, or if you're like me, your computer. Do crack some passwords and sniff some traffic, or both together. Don't hack my English, hack my heart. I don't know what else I'm saying. I'm just lost of words. But till then, thank you so much, lads. This is your favorite censor hacker going to sleep on the bed. Try to get some rest. No Inglo, no girlfriend, no life, no future, bro. No past. Just hacking. Gonna sniff just the packets and some. I was about to say snow. It's no, don't. I might get cancelled. Till then, thank you so much, lads. Don't do anything bad. And a big bye. Thank you so much, lads. Have a great weekend.